Hi guys, it is IceCat7 here, aka DeadCat7, and I'm here doing a very special video update. The one, the only
ClaphamThor here.
Mr. ClaphamThor, and it's kind of an update. It's a half update. I would say half intervention. Like happened in it. You got. She scammed you, man. You got scammed.
Yeah.
Let's you know.
At the end of the day, this morning I went to the Park Plaza Hotel in Westminster. It's actually on the South Bank to meet with this Victoria June woman for the premise of doing a modelling duet, for modelling on location in London for a shoot. It was only rough details that we organised by that point, and she didn't invite me to a hotel at a specific time. She sent a text to me via Instagram DM a couple of days ago that basically wanted me to come down the hotel whenever you like, in a general sense. But I came down this morning to call the woman's bluff, and I got here just before the midday chimes, before the 12 o'clock chime. And she was writing to me. She could have been inside the Park Plaza, she could have been outside walking her dog, but at the end of the day, she wanted more cash, she wanted more peas for an extra night, staying at the hotel, or another night. But she quite clearly said to me, I'm going to see my manager in Bloomsbury on Saturday night. She literally wrote to me, I'm going to see my manager in Bloomsbury.
This doesn't sound good,
on
man.
Saturday night.
Does not sound good.
And it is what it is. I put her up for 2 nights at £95, whether Victoria June or not. It was simping. Yeah, I know that. I knew exactly what was going on. But the premise of doing a combined modelling shoot on location in London to get me more exposure and popularity was just too much to ignore at the time. Dead cat. Too much to ignore, bro.
And I noticed, so we've just been hanging out today, and I noticed he got another message come up on his phone. You know, a woman, very attractive, you know, he's like, oh, what's this?
Yeah, Ashley James from NYC, supposedly, or at least New York State. She could be authentic. I have no idea at this stage, maybe not. She could be, the woman there on that location. It's possibly, again, Stone has probably copied photos of a public figure, or an adult performer, or a model, or just someone, probably an internet celebrity. It's possibly a catfish, may well be, but I didn't have time really today to delve into it more. I've not had time to delve into these women a lot. I've got things that are bugging me, the goals I'm working on. Sometimes I do get a little conversation going backwards and forwards between them. I know that when the demands or when the requests roll in, I know it ain't genuine compared to this conservative woman in Dallas. She owns a hair salon, she runs a grocer with her mum, and she's not asked for anything in a year. So I know it's probably is genuine, but nothing, I don't know nothing really in reality unless it gets out of the internet servers, out the ones and zeros in that domain, out to the real world.
It's not just us. It's not just like, luckily he met me, guys like me to tell him about this. But it's not just guys like me, is it? It's also your dad, man. Your dad is concerned about this stuff.
I mean, it don't occupy his thoughts all the time. Like, at the end of the day, in the past, I've knowingly simped, and I've cut that out now for a small amount of money for a business in a business sense. I've knowingly done it once or twice just to act like a gamble, like on Betfair, or the fruit machines, the Barcrest fruit machines that we all play. Barcrest. I have knowingly simped here and there over the space of 3 years, like maybe 3 times over 4 years, just to see what the F would happen, with a small amount. But even so, I've realised now I just can't be asked, really, and I know what's genuine or not a lot more now. But it's the temptation of getting to model and getting more notoriety, popularity, maybe getting a contract. So yeah, it's still simping is simping. It was in a business sense, but it's what it is.
I don't know, man. It's like you say, I guess I say admitting it is the first step, So you can admit it, at least thankfully you can admit it. Next step, stopping yourself from doing it, I guess.
Yeah.
But you say that it's only been 3 or 4 times, bro. It was this morning, This morning you got scammed again.
Well, this morning I wanted to call her bluff and turned up at the hotel. At the end of the day, realising that's happened, I realised I've been scammed, and I wasn't rage-filled. I wrote to her sarcastic dialogue. I was actually giving the woman some good tips, some English slang, some kind of idiom phrases. I was actually giving her some dialogue, but I said, I've got to hand it to you, Victoria. You basically...
Oh yeah, hi, sorry. Alright, sorry about that, just get back on track now. So, we were saying, this morning, you say 2 or 3 or 4 times. It happened again this morning, man.
Over the space of, 2.5 to 3 years it was. At the end of the day, I'm alright with it. What happened this morning, I moved on. It wasn't emotionally charged as much for me, because it was like, oh damn, it's over a goal that you have, but still over a goal. In a way, it just goes to show how on it I was, even though I did do this stuff. It's like, okay, I helped to stay a couple of nights at the Park Plaza. I turned up at the entrance just to see, regardless.
Let's be real with them.
Whether it's her or not.
There is no real evidence at all that it's her, is it? You never spoke to her, you never met her, you just send the money.
There is no real evidence unless it gets into the streets, into the everyday, out to the internet.
This is a serious case, guys. He sent the money more than once to this. All he knows is an Instagram page, which I told him that could be some. That's not.
Yeah, it is still a serious
case.
Even if it is for business reasons, it's a serious case in the conservative arena.
You're getting scammed. That you're simping. They're taking advantage of your simping, and you're getting scammed. And that's just the bottom of it. Right? Let's be honest here. Let's be honest with ourselves. William is his name, by the way. Isn't it time now?
Yeah, there's not much else to add at the moment, but it is a wider context. I want to move from the arena of acting into basic modelling. But yeah, I'm not doing that again, and I never misread any language. I'm a very alert guy, but I give people the benefit of the doubt in the, it's the hope, in the hope and the excitement that some shit can get done. Like how I explained it there.
That's good to hear. So I'm hoping, that the cure begins here. It stops here. It's better from here on. But here's hoping.
It will be.
All right. Apart from that, I think that was the main topic. Because everyone wanted to know, what you're up to and stuff. But I guess I'll catch up with you again soon, and we can see what happened to the ClaphamThor here. Hopefully, he did a bit of acting recently. He was in a Rapids video, so you'll see him. I'll probably make a post about that when that comes out. It was a local London rapper.
I was in a Burner music video.
This guy called Burner, apparently.
Yeah, Berna.
Yeah.
He was born in Cape Town, and he came over here after a year of his life. And I played an excited, drug-dependent when Burnham was shotting the drugs to me, and I acted like, I'm having a great time. I'm excited to receive my dose. I did a bit of dancing. It was like what Burnham gave me was the best products ever. So I was acting that. I said like a line or two, and the camera went to me a few times like I was high, and then we concluded, we finished about 45 minutes of scenes, because there were let's see,
Well, watching
4 hours of video in total about that, and my scene was about half an hour.
I'll give it a watch when it comes out. I'll stick it in the description.
Yeah.
It's not out yet, but I will stick it in the description. And yeah, that's it for today, guys. But yeah, drop a comment if you want to ask Will, aka ClaphamThor, something about his sad simping, his kind of scam, how he got scammed, or about his modelling or his acting or other stuff he does. Drop a comment. But that's it for now, man. All right, peace out.